So another really cool story from my days at World Gym, which is really where I don't know, you know, all through college I was in love with lifting weights and trying to get stronger and you know, work on just looking better and everything like that. But when I spent a couple of years working for a World Gym chain in southwestern Connecticut. I worked for 3 of them. It was actually all owned by the same guy, and he was a bit of a head case, but I had a lot of fun. And actually, at some point I'll have to share a funny story about a trip to South Beach with him. But I worked for, when I was working for the one in Norwalk, one of the trainers there, he was like a, he wouldn't really even call him a trainer. He operated his own business out of these World Gyms. It was very interesting. He had his own personal training business, and then he used the World Gym stores basically as his, you know, way of training people. He had trainers under him. I was one of them. I was, you know, green as green could be. But he was willing, you know, we had a good relationship. We used to speak a lot. I would ask him a lot of questions because I could tell this guy knew a lot about training. His name is Lloyd Weinstein, and he was a competitive power lifter. I didn't know this. That was all new to me. I really didn't know. I knew about lifting weights. I didn't know a heck of a lot about powerlifting back in 98, 99. So, and I think this is some point in 99. And anyway, so I'm getting clients to this guy Lloyd, and really cool guy, real sharp, learning a lot from him. And I see him begin. I didn't ever see him I didn't see him training a lot, but I see him start to he's training a lot in the gym, and he's working with some considerable weight. Now this guy's like 150 pounds, soaking wet with rocks in his pockets. But he is hard. He's very lean. He's built like a spark plug. I mean, he's maybe 5'4", maybe 5'5". He's rather short, but just, you know, solid. And one day I'm in there, and I think it was the day I was working, and he was training. He was doing squats, and he had his squat suit on, and he asked me to spot him. So I go over to the squat rack, and he's got considerable weight. Now this guy's 150 pounds. He's using workout weight, but I just could. At the time, I had no concept of like a perfect squat. I really didn't. I was a typical guy, you know, young. When I was like 21, 22 years old, not great form, you know, thought I was doing a good squat, not going nearly low enough. He had like 400 and, I want to say it was 465. I'm pretty sure he had 4 plates and quarters, and he was doing triples, okay? This guy's 150 pounds. So he's working with more than 3 times his body weight, and he's doing triple rep sets because his max was well over 500 pounds. So he asked me to spot him, and I'm like, all right, I'll spot you. And he kind of goes over how to spot him, you know. So I'm as close to this guy as I can, following him as well as I can. I can't get down as low. By the way, this guy's like 40 something years old at the time. I don't know, he's 45, 41, 42. I can barely get down low enough to stay with him. His body was as hard as a piece of iron. His form was flawless. I went as low as I could with him, guided him through the 3 reps. He got all 3 that he wanted. And I remember just walking away from that moment going, I have a lot of work to do. Because at the time I thought I was pretty strong. You know, I'm like 200 and something pounds, squatting like 365 for reps. But I wasn't doing 365 like he was doing 465. I wasn't going down nearly as low. It was just a wake-up call for me. And from that point on, I started shedding some weight and really trying to get deeper. And you know, I found I was much more proud of myself working with like 315 and getting my ass down as low as I possibly could because of this experience with Lloyd. And he was actually preparing for, you should look him up, his name is Lloyd Weinstein. And I'm pretty sure it was in '99, he was going over to South Africa to compete in like a world masters powerlifting meet. It was a big deal. Obviously, traveling across the world to compete. He was a top-notch powerlifting guy, and you know, his best was, you know, getting close to 4 times his body weight, which, you know, there's not a lot of guys out there that are doing that kind of weight. So anyway, that's my story. If surround yourself or try to connect with somebody that's at the top of their game, because it's going to really inspire you to work on perfecting your form, and you'll see your flaws because this guy, he was tremendous. Thanks for watching. Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench. Hope you enjoyed this story. We'll see you soon.